unique focus of the study program is on the organization of culture and the arts and the ways in which they not only reflect changes in society, but also impact them and can actually make a difference in how society advances. For example, when we think about things like the impact of digital platforms on cultural organization, when we think about migration, or when we think about creative cities.
I think cultural studies gives you lots of space to think about the world, about yourself, about what is happening around, what could happen, what has already happened. It's a big space for reflection, and that's what I love about it.
Questions that interest us methodologically in the study program are: how can we study organizations? How can we approach arts and arts institutions? And how can we research social cultural questions?
The program is taught entirely in English, which means not only is the content with an international outlook, but also there's a lot of international students, which mean in the classroom students will get to know students from very different backgrounds with very different histories, and that enriches not only their learning experience, but also their personal journey.
The atmosphere of having a lot of international people from around the world creates such a multicultural experience, which I really love about it. I think people coming from different countries, bringing their own backgrounds, that all influences your way of studying.
The study program is a bespoke program for a very small number of students, which means the engagement with teaching staff is very intense and regular, and students work a lot in groups, which means their learning experience is very much personalized.
The atmosphere in class, which I really appreciate, is really friendly. A lot of open communications and discussions. It also helped us to learn to discuss in a manner that is respectful and productive.
The teaching staff on the program also includes international staff that has a lot of teaching experience and practical experience abroad. And we also bring in externals who provide their own experiences that you can then engage with. And they usually also do take you to the institutions that they work in.
They're all great professionals, and I enjoy every seminar.
We are on a first name basis with our lecturers, and I think that's only possible because we are such a small group and that the lecturers are so welcoming and friendly.
I like teaching at Leuphana because we have very excited students, and we have the opportunity to have a very close connection to our students and closely supervise them in their own projects.
The program is a program in cultural studies, so it's first of all a theoretical, a conceptual program, but what it includes and what we try to achieve with it is to really equip students with the kinds of skills, both in terms of research skills and kind of practical analytical skills. We have these modules on contemporary challenges where there's also a lot of kind of practically oriented offers.
There's a project module in which students can choose a project, whether within an applied or an academic context, to experiment with and try out these methods.
The study program is very carefully curated, and it brings together the different parts that are very closely aligned with each other and relate to each other. And within the individual modules, students can then choose what they want to focus on. The Leuphana degree model allows students to combine their major with a minor, and there's a wide variety of choice you have there in choosing your minor. And that means this choice allows students to focus more on their interests, on what they're curious about, beyond what the major has to offer.
There are so many different directions that people can go into that I know from my friends. They're so different from mine.
It gives you such a powerful background for the future development when you want to choose something else for your master's or PhD. Also, you have such a broad spectrum of opportunities when you graduate from the program, coming out as a great result of not only your degree studies, not only your academic background, but also influence you a lot as a person.